weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Ready.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And his first pass is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Walker with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Walker now on 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Defensively, you talk about taking a direct. The football, that was about as direct as it gets.
You're exactly right, because there aren't too many straight lines you run during a game. But when you do get that opportunity, and you know something, both of us recoiled at the impact, didn't we? You saw it coming, we still couldn't brace ourselves.
Okay, ready?
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Ready, cycle.
Here's Lance to throw it. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Green jack.
The Lance going to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bryant. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Lance. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And that is incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bryant.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To throw on second down. Bryant, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bryant. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's
intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bryant.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Brought down at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Lance now on 1st down.
This one caught by Kittle, and he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
On the set.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Lance
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Off play action. Bryant.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Bryant, they'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Bryant. He'll buy some time right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing on first down. Bryant, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Bryant. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Back to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. And he's got his target, Harris. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throw left side. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Here we go. Drill 52. Red Cycle. Yellow blue.
And they'll go for it. Lance. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Bryant. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. On second down, it's Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Bryant, and Walker has it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Walker.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Operating from the gun, Bryant. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Bryant. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 4 yards out.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 68 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Ready up.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Lance looking to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On the double.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
6, back up. Right.
Now Lance.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance
completes it right side to Cooper. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Bryant, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 3rd down, Bryant. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Let's go.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Ready?
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
So the victory here for San Francisco.